Welcome back to Inside the Middle East. This month we're looking back at the best of 2012, and of all the stories we covered, our most popular ones were about the arts. That's probably because wherever you go, everyone seems to understand the language of art. Whether it's made of wood in the back alleys of Cairo or forged by fire in a Kuwait City chop shop. From Oriental ballet in Beirut to Moroccan hip-hop. The arts are all about creative expression, imagination, and connecting people despite the boundaries. Zeina and Ahmed Abu Shaban connect to their Palestinian roots through design. We first met these siblings at their UAE fashion company, Palestyle.
The whole Palestyle collection is inspired by the beauty of the Arabic heritage, from the art of Arabic calligraphy to handmade Palestinian embroidery to cultural inspirations.
Their designs, from clothing to clutches, are sold in the high-end malls of Dubai. But the raw material comes from a world away, in Jordan's refugee camps, where Palestinian embroidery, a hand-sewn tradition, had been in steady decline. Until, that is, Palestyle stepped in, ordering enough handmade patchwork to keep these women in business, and helping to revive these age-old patterns.
The trendy designs that Palestyle sends helps us to be more creative. I keep telling the ladies that life progresses, and I encourage them to embroider designs that will appeal to the market, because this will keep the tradition alive.
Since our story aired, Palestyle has expanded. They're about to release a new line for men. Zeina and Ahmed were recently named two of the top young achievers in the Gulf. They continue to donate a portion of the proceeds to the camps, ensuring that their designs will be around for the future. But art isn't only used to preserve traditions. Sometimes it's meant to challenge them. Saudi artists had a rare chance this year at Edge of Arabia, the first major contemporary art show held in Saudi Arabia. Its goal was to get Saudis talking even about unsettling artwork. 30-year-old Ahmed Angawi displayed his piece, a giant recording device with more than 3,000 microphones.
Hello.
Angawi wanted to place it on the streets here in his hometown of Jeddah, a relatively liberal coastal city, but still one where most media is tightly controlled by the state.
He's hoping to spend a year collecting random thoughts from everyday Saudis.
In my mind, I was thinking that if I gave a microphone to Jeddah, what would Jeddah say? What would it express? Without limiting the way of thinking, just expression.
Angawi did collect some recordings, but not many. Very few Saudis were willing to speak, he said. Now, like Angawi, one Israeli artist we met this year is also hoping to start what may seem like an unlikely dialogue. We first met this 50-year-old singing sensation in Tel Aviv. Rita, as she's known, is Israel's #1 pop diva. But lately, she sings in Farsi, the language of Iran, the country where she was born and where she lived until she was 8 years old. Her goal is to bring Israel and Iran, two sworn enemies, together through music.
Music was always a language, one language that everyone could get connected with.
That was this summer, but recently we caught up with Rita again, fresh off her US tour. Rita, you've just come back from a US tour. Tell me about it. Who did you play for? How did they react?
Well, this was really something very, very exciting, because this time the audience were from so many kinds of, people. There were Persian, Muslim, Jews, American. Everyone was like one, and I saw what music can do to the energy of, different people.
We're in a region that's obviously very volatile, and we've seen how music bridges all those gaps. But do you think artists in this region have any sense of responsibility in creating any kind of change?
Yes, I think the artists, everyone has a role and responsibility to do something to stop this madness. Yeah, and to bring some light to the world.
You know, you sing in Farsi, you sing in Hebrew. Does it make a difference what language you sing in, or is your message the same?
The message is exactly the same in every level.
What are your plans going forward then? You just finished your US tour.
We'll go on to speak by the language of music and connecting people.
Rita's US tour was so successful, she's already planning a second one. Now stay with us as we head to the US ourselves and meet a 19-year-old Egyptian kid who managed to get not one, but 2 spiders into outer space.